For centuries, warfare hinged on guns, grenades, mortars, artillery, and missiles with fixed trajectories, allowing defenders to build 1 to 2 meter thick concrete bunkers and 700mm tank armor. But a new player has emerged. Small explosive drones costing just $200 to $500 USD in Ukraine, $1,000 to $3,000 USD for Iran's Shahed 136, or $6,000 USD for the US's Switchblade 300 drones. Like FPV, Lancet 3, and Shahed 136 strike in 3D, obliterating defenses. Today, Warfront Insights channel dives into how they dominate Ukraine's battlefields, challenge tanks, and reshape the future of war. Hit like, subscribe, and let's uncover this revolution together. In the Russia-Ukraine conflict, small explosive drones have become pivotal, dominating tactical battles from Donetsk to Kharkov, reshaping how combat unfolds on the battlefield. Their technical specifications include range 5 to 20 kilometers, ideal for frontline engagements. Payload 1 to 2 kilograms, equipped with 40mm grenades, RPG warheads, or improvised explosives. Speed 100 to 185 km per hour, hitting targets in just 5 to 10 seconds. Cost $200 to $500 USD for FPV drones, compared to a $5 million USD tank. Production: Ukraine churns out 100,000 FPV drones monthly. Russia produces 80,000, supplemented by Iran's Shahed 136. Both sides deploy 500 to 700 drones daily, accounting for 60 to 70% of equipment destruction in Donetsk. Small drones fulfill critical roles. Precision strikes. They target vulnerabilities like tank hatches, ammo stores, or narrow trench gaps, inflicting major damage at minimal cost. Real-time reconnaissance. They deliver live footage, enabling artillery to pinpoint targets or detect infantry hiding in trenches. Ecological warfare. They exert constant pressure, as seen in Toretsk, where Russia dropped 1.5 kg of explosives every 8 minutes for 3 hours, keeping enemy troops on edge. Artillery substitute. When shells run low, drones sustain continuous attacks, maintaining battlefield firepower. Ukraine leverages makeshift workshops with cheap components for rapid production, while Russia imports Shahed 136 from Iran and manufactures Lancet 3 domestically. Both integrate artificial intelligence, boosting hit rates from 20% to 70, 80%, and employ fiber optic guided drones to counter electronic jamming, particularly in hotspots like Kursk and Chasiv Yar, making them indispensable in modern warfare. Small explosive drones have shattered the logic of traditional warfare, posing challenges that physical defenses cannot overcome, leading many to question the value of tanks, the Army's trump card for centuries. Traditional weapons like grenades, mortars, RPGs, and artillery operate on clear principles. Fixed trajectories. Attacks follow straight or parabolic paths, allowing defenders to predict and prepare, building bunkers or positioning forces. Travel time. Artillery shells take 10 to 30 seconds to reach targets, giving soldiers time to take cover in trenches or fortified bunkers. Limited destructive power. Concrete bunkers 1 to 2 meters thick, or tank armor equivalent to 700mm of steel, can withstand grenades, shells, and even some anti-tank missiles. Small explosive drones, however, have transformed battlefield attacks. 3D 360-degree strikes. They can fly up, down, sideways, or circle around, targeting vulnerabilities like narrow trench gaps or the 50mm thin armor on tank tops. Real-time guidance, remote pilots adjust the drone's path mid-flight, rendering fixed bunkers and trenches obsolete against such flexible attacks. Blistering speed. Drones reach targets in just 5 to 10 seconds, leaving no time for soldiers to react or seek cover. Asymmetric cost. A $200 to $500 USD drone can destroy a multi-million-dollar target, compared to a Javelin missile at $80,000 USD or artillery shells at $1,000 USD. In the Russia-Ukraine conflict, small drones have created a kill zone stretching several kilometers, where concrete bunkers, deep trenches, and traditional armor no longer guarantee safety for troops or equipment. The rise of small drones has sparked a crisis for tanks, the enduring symbol of land forces worldwide. Russia's T-90, equipped with reactive armor and front plating equivalent to 700 millimeters of steel, but its 50 to 100 millimeter top armor is easily penetrated by drones from above. America's M1 Abrams, with advanced composite armor, it resists anti-tank missiles, but isn't optimized for overhead attacks, where drones typically strike. Germany's Leopard 2, the trophy active protection system, can intercept missiles but lacks the speed to counter small, fast-moving drones or coordinated multi-angle attacks. Adding top armor increases weight, crippling tanks' mobility, a core design feature. The massive drone output, with Ukraine and Russia each producing 80,000 to 100,000 drones monthly, makes equipment upgrades impractical in cost and time. In Donetsk, small drones account for 60 to 70% of tank losses, from aging T-72S to modern T-90S. This has led military analysts worldwide to ask, do tanks, long the cornerstone of national armies, still hold value in modern warfare when physical defenses fail against 3D drone attacks? The dominance of small drones has pushed Russia and Ukraine into a race to counter the 3D threat, from technical solutions to innovative tactics. Let's analyze current defenses, including key electronic warfare systems and their operating costs. Envision a tank resisting attacks from all angles, and explore how drones are advancing to bypass sophisticated barriers. Current counter-drone measures include cages and nets. Russia equips T-72 and T-90 tanks with metal cages to block drone warheads, while Ukraine uses nets on trenches and armored vehicles to mitigate damage. These achieve only 30 to 40% effectiveness and fail against drones with stronger or piercing warheads. Electronic warfare, the primary tool to neutralize small drones by jamming control or GPS signals. The RB-109 by Lena system, integrating radar and sensors, jams GPS and controls, disabling 50 to 75% of Ukrainian drones in Donetsk and Kursk. Operating costs range from $10,000 to $100,000 USD monthly due to high power needs and skilled technicians. The mobile Krasuka R4 covers smaller areas, costing around $5,000 to $10,000 USD per month, suited for frontline units. The Bukoval AED, in handheld or fixed versions, jams signals within a 10 to 15K radius with 40 to 60% effectiveness. Operating costs are around $2,000 to $5,000 USD per month for handheld units. Ideal for small units, though multiple devices are needed for full coverage. Israel's Drone Guard by ELTA Systems combines radar and electronic warfare, detecting and jamming drones within 5 to 10 km, costing around 10,000 to 20,000 USD per month. It counters cheap Hezbollah drones, but struggles with fiber optic models. However, fiber optic GRUD drones, independent of radio signals, are diminishing electronic warfare effectiveness across conflict zones. Anti-drone weapons. Russia and Ukraine use shotguns or rifles to down lone drones with low operating costs under 1,000 USD per month for ammunition, but these are ineffective against large numbers. Ukraine tests counter-drones to attack enemy drones with 20 to 30% success, costing around 3,000 USD per month for crews and gear. Russia develops laser systems like Peresvit, but high costs, around 100,000 USD per month, and technical complexity limit wide use. Tactical defenses. To reduce drone threats, both sides adapt operations. Tanks move in small groups, closely coordinated with infantry and electronic warfare to boost survivability. Bunkers are reinforced with thick concrete and camouflage nets to hide from drone cameras. Operations often occur at night to evade drone surveillance. A unique Russian tactic involves high-speed motorcycles during assaults, notably in Donetsk. These bikes move swiftly, making them hard for FPV drones to target, allowing infantry to approach objectives undetected. However, this requires skilled riders, leaves units vulnerable to infantry fire, and isn't viable for heavy equipment like tanks. These tactics cost under 2,000 USD per month for camouflage, training, and formation adjustments, but demand significant operational and organizational shifts. Now, imagine a tank resisting 360-degree drone attacks. What would it look like? Full armor, top, front, and side plating equivalent to 700 millimeters of steel, but weighing hundreds of tons, rendering it immobile, guzzling fuel, and sacrificing mobility, a tank's core trait. Integrated electronic warfare, powerful jamming to disable drone signals, but it risks disrupting Allied communications and requires massive power, impractical in harsh battlefield conditions. Lasers and active protection systems. Lasers to shoot down drones at high speed, or enhanced APS to detect and destroy small drones. Yet, these demand tiny radars, advanced targeting, and huge energy sources, making tanks vastly complex and costly. Bizarre and nearly impossible. Such a tank would be a lumbering, unwieldy machine, easily targeted by drone swarms or artillery. This design underscores the impasse of physical defenses against small drones. Meanwhile, small drones are advancing to outmaneuver ever-sophisticated defenses. Fiber optic guidance. Eliminating reliance on radio signals, these drones resist electronic warfare jamming, extending range and precision. Deployed in Kursk and Donetsk, they render traditional electronic warfare nearly obsolete. Artificial intelligence, AI, kept drones autonomously identify targets, achieving 90% hit rates without constant pilot control, slashing training costs and boosting combat efficiency. Drone swarms. Dozens or hundreds of drones coordinate like a bee swarm, overwhelming electronic warfare and APS with sheer numbers. Tested in Russia and Ukraine, this tech promises to redefine. These advancements not only solidify small drones' dominance, but also make traditional defenses reliant on physical armor and fortified bunkers increasingly ineffective against aerial threats. The future of tactical drones will far surpass today's explosive drones, becoming motorized guided munitions that require no guns, replacing grenades, RPGs, and mortars on the battlefield. Ultra-compact design, as small as artillery shells, carrying 1 to 2 kg warheads, guided by artificial intelligence for maximum precision. Pinpoint accuracy, achieving a 95% hit rate, targeting vulnerabilities from any angle, overhead or level. Mass production at low cost, priced at $100 to $300 USD, enabling each soldier to carry a drone munition launcher, turning them into mobile firepower units. Swarm coordination, hundreds of drones attacking in unison, overwhelming tanks, bunkers, and defense systems with sheer force. To produce these drone munitions in vast quantities, cutting-edge technologies are being harnessed effectively. 3D printing, crafting lightweight, low-cost drone frames, producing thousands daily, as seen in Ukraine's makeshift workshops. AI-integrated microchips, tiny processors with AI and GPS or inertial navigation, just centimeters in size, enabling millions of units yearly, akin to smartphone tech. Automated assembly lines. Robots and smart conveyors build millions of drones monthly, modeled on Asia's advanced electronics factories. Advanced materials, durable, lightweight polymers and alloys withstand battlefield stress, slashing mass production costs. Pre-programmed software, AI and navigation systems embedded in drones allow autonomous operation, cutting pilot training costs. These technologies, already used in UAVs like the MQ-9 Reaper or Ukraine's FPV drones, will scale up for drone munitions, with lower costs, fundamentally altering combat. A single soldier could carry dozens of drone munitions, creating an unprecedented 3D firepower network. Yet, challenges loom. Civilian casualty risks demand strict ethical regulations. The recent drop in drone videos on X.com, possibly due to tighter information control or shifts to secure platforms like Telegram, doesn't diminish their growing role in modern warfare. Thanks for watching Warfront Insights channel. Small drones are transforming warfare, and the future lies in gunless munitions. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit the bell for more. Join us to explore how technology is reshaping modern warfare in our upcoming videos.